So the first one is In the Valley of Cauteretz by Tennyson. All along the valley, stream that flashest white, deepening thy voice with the deepening of the night. All along the valley, where thy waters flow, I walked with one I loved 32 years ago. All along the valley, where I walk today, the 32 years were a mist that rolls away. For all along the valley, down thy rocky bed, thy living voice to me was as the voice of the dead. And all along the valley, by rock and cave and tree, the voice of the dead was a living voice to me. Now the second piece is quite a well-known speech, I believe. It takes place at the end of a movie, a Charlie Chaplin movie called The Great Dictator. Basically, imagine, if you will, a great big rally where Charlie Chaplin's character is presumed to be the Nazi leader, Hitler, except he's not. He's a shy Jewish barber, and he's expected to make a rousing speech to keep the troops motivated. So he's introduced as the great overlord, the emperor. He's shoved up onto stage, and he looks around quite bashfully, thinking what to do, and this is what he says. I'm sorry. I don't want to be an emperor. It's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone. The good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has twisted us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all be lost. The aeroplane and the radio brought us close together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness of men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women and little children, victims of a system that makes them torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of the wind. The fear of men who hate the way of human progress. And the hated men shall pass. And dictators die. And the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men, with machine minds and machine hearts. You're not machines, you're not cattle, you're men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man or group of men, but in all men, in you. You the people of the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You the people of the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men the chance to work, that will give youth the future and old age of security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie, they do not fulfill their promise, they never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite! Strictly speaking, it's not poetry, but I think it's quite poetic.
Love is all you need.
Thank you.